Okay, so Death Stranding is finally out, and some people are sharing their ideas or their comments about the game. And let's be honest, what's happening right here? Some people are claiming the game to be really good, but what's really happening here is buyer's remorse because of these people pre-ordered the game. They spent $60, sometimes even more, believing the game was going to be really good, that it was going to be the next big thing, that it was going to get only like 99 and 100% approval rating for reviews. But well, it ended up being this mess right here. It's like 84 Metacritic. It's very, very low for a game that had such a huge budget, such a huge hype. And here's what I mean when I said that we have a buyer's remorse dictating what people are going to share to you about the game. Because, for example, this guy here on Reddit, he says, "Oh, the game caters to what I want from the game, of course. Doing fetch quests, walking on a big map with no NPCs, with nothing to do but to walk. Okay, that's really incredible, right? It's what we have always wanted from other games. Yeah, seriously. And if you are interested in immersive story, then I might as well just watch the cutscenes on YouTube. I'm pretty sure that would be a much better experience than having to walk, just watch set the cutscenes and enjoy the story. Or better, rather rate for the book version of the game, because then I would enjoy the story even more. Seriously. Someone here. I'll say I'm having a blast. This guy here says I'm having a blast. Whoa. Without spoilers, that the cooperative aspects are simply but very effective, addictive. Seriously, I will basically do. Oh, it's okay. I'm going to build like a bridge here to help someone else, or okay, I needed to cross this river, but of course there is a bridge here which is going to help me out with that. Yeah. So basically, if you want to have a good experience with the game, you're going to have to pay for PSN Plus so that you can play it online. Seriously? And I mean, this kind of very simple, very mundane, like very tame interaction with other players. That I mean, that's really good. Is that it? Because No Man's Sky did something. I mean, kind of similar because basically they promised multiplayer, but when it came down to it, you had a very minimal interaction with other players. So I mean, it's basically these people here are just trying to make it themselves believe that this game is actually good when it's not. It's basically a very boring walking simulator, because if you're going to make a walking simulator, then you better make sure that your road is actually interesting enough to make up for that, because there is no walking in game that is actually done right. There is no walking. I mean, it's just incredible, just incredible. I would not recommend paying $60 for this game. You better just pay like $20, nothing more than that. But these people spend $60, which for gaming is actually a lot. And these people are just trying to make it themselves believe that the game's actually good when it's not. And now here's something like here's someone who's actually more willing to say what the game is really about and which score it actually deserves, because a 5 out of 10 after playing 7 hours in, yeah, that's how much the game actually deserves. I mean, you can create a very amazing story with some very interesting characters, but if the gameplay falls flat, then your game, it won't be very interesting. It won't be very interesting, because it's a game. It's supposed to have a engaging gameplay. If you're going to make a game just about the story, I mean, then make a movie. I mean, would have been better if they had made like a CGI movie, and that would be much better than what we got. And this guy here says that if about then this guy here also says if when he plays after about 10 hours, after that, if the game doesn't change, then you just return it. Man, you should have probably realized that that the game was just going to be like this, that you just should have canceled your pre-order. And that, I mean, and then you actually just wasted your money with this. You actually just wasted your money. But I actually I find it incredible that he can return with the game after playing for what like 1/4 of the game, because the game is like about 30 hours or 40 hours long, something like that. Yeah, and he's right when he said that the game feels sterile, because that's what it feels. It's a fucking boring walking simulator, because usually walking simulators they keep you engaged with the story by providing you uh, snippets, right, pieces of the story every every minute or so, like something like that. But this game, you would be spending like 20 minutes just walking just to watch something about the story, and that is not, and that is without mentioning that the side quests have no story and nothing, like no proper background to them. So you're basically better. I mean, if you buy this game and if you actually enjoy the story, then basically just do the main story, just do the main quests. Don't bother with the side quests. I mean, actually, instead of buying this game just to watch the game movie on YouTube, you're going to have a much better experience that way.